Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying some sweet treats from Casey's. That's what we have. These are Patriotic White Fudge Mini Sandwich Cookies.
I have the Mint Cookie Crunch Dark Chocolate Bar.
These were sent from Michael in Kansas, so thank you very much, Michael, because we don't have a Casey's around here. And these are red, white, and blue. They are definitely, they have the Patriotic thing going. Mini sandwich cookies, white fudge. There's 3.5 servings in the container. 4 cookies is 170 calories.
Yeah, they must be really mini.
Yes, these are distributed out of Iowa, but it doesn't say who is actually making them. So we don't know what factory they're coming out of. That's just
probably not in the United States.
I don't know. I don't know. They smell sweet. Very sweet. So they're little thin cookies.
I don't know what kind of cookie that is in the middle.
You know, that's thicker than the one I got.
Yeah, that's 2 pieces with the cream.
Okay, I only got one.
Layer.
Well, how did that happen?
You didn't.
Because I thought, why did they call them sandwich cookies and I got one? Because I didn't get a whole one.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to eat another one. I don't like that coating.
Okay, talk about it.
It's just plain. It's super plain. I'd love to know what kind of color cookie that is. It looks like a chocolate. There was no chocolate flavor. Yeah, but there's no chocolate flavor in there.
No.
They're not bad. They're just very super plain. I mean, it's like, wow, is that plain?
I like it.
Do you? I don't like that chalky kind of texture the coating has either.
I can totally understand what Kevin means by the texture. I kind of like the texture. It doesn't bother me. It's a thick texture and
Chalky.
Yeah, it is. And it to me the flavor is a vanilla flavoring. And it reminds me of the coating, the really thick coating you get on like when they do coated pretzels. That reminds me of like a white confectionery coating on pretzels. Except it's thicker.
Yeah, it's softer too. It's a soft texture.
It does have a vanilla, to me, a vanilla flavor. I didn't get any chocolate like you. I didn't get any chocolate whatsoever. Like you, to look at the inside of these, you would think it was like an Oreo. It doesn't have that flavor at all.
But the problem with me is that if you've ever overcooked white chocolate and it gets that gritty, thick kind of texture to
where
it,
you
where you can't hardly use it,
yeah.
That's the texture of that. And it's like, it's just not for me.
You just don't like it.
And the flavors, like I said, it's just plain. It's got some vanilla, but it's very, very boring. I wouldn't spend money on those. I'd buy there's other cookies they have, and surely there's other cookies they sell that are better.
Oh yeah, they would sell anything that any other store sells. I wouldn't buy them again, but I don't mind them. There's too many other cookies that I would rather have than these. I would rather have something with peanut butter.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, if I were to go in the store and I'm on a trip or driving somewhere and I bought these, it's like, oh, those look good, and I got them and I was eating them, I wouldn't waste my money and throw them away. I would eat them.
Right, but you're not going to.
But I'm not going to repurchase them.
Right. I like how festive they are. I think kids will like them. Yeah. I did not mind them, but I wouldn't repurchase them. So this is the Casey's Mint Cookie Crunch Dark Chocolate Bar. Go ahead and hand this to you so we can see if there's a special design on it or anything.
I'm going to guess no.
I'm going to guess no too. It says, good pick. Next time, try peanut caramel, milk chocolate peanut butter, milk chocolate salted caramel. It says 1 bar is 330 calories. Good grief. Again, distributed by Casey's, www.caseys.com. They're not letting you know who makes these.
Usually it'll say like, oh, it does say made in the USA though.
Made in the USA, yeah.
Well, I said on these, they're probably shipped in.
But you don't know what companies actually make them.
This one doesn't even say the made in the USA.
Like this is probably coming out of the same factory as a bunch of other ones.
Probably that one brand that sells in the airports. It's everywhere. Asher.
Oh, Asher. Is that what it's called?
Something like that. That's an okay mint. It's very dark chocolate though.
Mm-hmm.
The mint's
I
nice.
like it.
Yeah, it's a very fresh, fresh mint.
It is.
Not a candy mint.
It is, and I do like it. Just know that at the end, it's the darkness comes in.
Yeah, it's kind of bitter.
Yes, so the mint still lingers, but it's not as sweet and powerful as it is at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just left with the dark chocolate.
It's kind of like you've eaten a piece of dark chocolate and then brushed your teeth.
Right. Yeah, so it does have that kind of toothpastey mint flavor.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a York peppermint patty.
No.
And the chocolate, I don't mind the chocolate. The chocolate is not the creamiest chocolate I've ever had.
No, but it's okay.
But it is creamy.
It's not that oily, clumpy chocolate.
No,
so.
I do think it's good. So I think that's a nice. There's nothing wrong with that candy bar.
I would buy the candy bar again.
Right. So like if you have two mint candy bars sitting there, and you're at Casey's, and the Casey's is much, much cheaper than the York peppermint patty, well, I'd still choose York peppermint patty. Okay.
But I like the texture of that. So
if you have two mint chocolate bars that taste this kind of mint, then I would go with the Casey's if there's a big price difference. But now you cannot compare it to York peppermint patty. You can't compare it to Junior Mints. I like Junior Mints better.
Yeah, it's just so different.
But there's nothing wrong with it. It's not terrible or anything like that. But these have been fun to try. Mm-hmm. We really appreciate Michael sending them. Even though it's not something that I would repurchase, I still think it's fun to get to try something that we would have never gotten to try before.
Plus, we don't have a Casey's in our area anyway, so we'd never get to try them.
No, never ever. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do have a Casey's in your area and you have tried these things, you'll have to let us know. What did you think? Because I would think they would come out with white fudge covered. Maybe they did it for Easter with pastels or something. It's probably the same cookie with different decorations. But out of these two,
candy bar.
And I would go for the cookies. I would go for the cookies over the candy bar just because I didn't think the cookies were bad. So I hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching.